Namaste, students. Welcome to day 8 of Sharada Lipi class. We have completed all the vowels and consonant till yesterday. Today we are going to revise all of them together, and I will also try to clarify uh, some common mistakes which most of the students have done. So yeah, as usual, we will start with the corrections. What from the assignments, few assignments which we have pointed out. Yeah, Veronica ji, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. So to begin with, I would say that most of the assignments that we received yesterday, saw a lot of assignments they had done it correctly, which we usually see in our classes. The gear is not correctly shipped. So most of them, like I would say 80 to 90% had done it correctly. There are just few points that I would like to highlight here. First is this her. Many of have you have done it rightly, the angle, the width and everything. Somewhere, like for example here, you will see this curve at the towards the end. Try to keep it little wide, because when we do matras and half letters, you will know why we need a gap in between this angle and a curve, as I have shown the correct shape. So try to make it little wider, so you will see it in the next classes why this width is very important in her. Second, here only I'll show you this gear. When we write no under this below, don't make it slant. As you've seen, you have done it little slant here. It should come in a straight line, the no under. A little angle is okay, but not too slanting downwards. I think we had mentioned it yesterday also during the class. So one is that, and other is when we write sir, we put a very small shirolekha at the end of the vertical line, a very small one, as I've shown. The very big you will confuse it with sh. Otherwise, the very big shirolekha, generally sir doesn't have a shirolekha. We just put a very little small line kind of a thing on the vertical line. So keep a note of that. Don't make the horizontal line, the shirorekha, too big to cover the sir. It should not cover the letter sir. And last point that we will show you is this sir. This angle, this corner at the left hand side of sir is very important. It should not be round. It should not be round how we do it in the has the same kind of a thing at the left hand side corner, but that is round. And the difference between sir and is this one only. Like, it has to be a triangular shape, a sharp corner, a sharp triangle, and not a
And even
round
ma,
thing.
and just to interrupt,
And
just even ma.
even mer has a round shape at the left hand side corner. See, same here. The corner has to be round here. In sh also, in sa also, the corner at the left hand side has to be very sharp. Sharp corners. That's the difference. That is how we differentiate between those similar looking letters. And mer and have a round corner, a soft round corner. So that is how we differentiate. Otherwise, if you make it round, you will confuse it with mer. When you read manuscripts, you will confuse it with mer. So these are the only points in yesterday's assignments. Rest, all the letters were done nicely. Sure was done good. Sure was done nicely. Only these two. Even tra was nice in all the assignments. Only these 2-3 points that I wanted to highlight. Rest all good. So, and one thing I would like to point out is, please excuse us if we are not able to check all the assignments, though we try to at least cover most of it. But we have our WhatsApp classes also going on, so we just try to balance our time between the two evenly. So please excuse us if we are missing out on the assignments, but we try to highlight the most commonly made mistakes in all the assignments, so that should cover everyone's assignment that way. So thank you. Rakesh ji, you can please
Yeah,
take it.
thank you. So we will just go Veronica, can you? Yeah, okay. So today we will do the complete Aksharamala. So the vowels and consonants together. I will write all of them again as an revision, and then all of you can practice that. And then from tomorrow we will start the rules and we'll start the matras. And from tomorrow onwards, the classes will be more interesting. And I hope you also have to remember these characters, doing more practice. And yes, many students, I also want to highlight here, many students have even tried to write some small words. Very nice efforts. But yes, when we will start writing the words, I will tell that. But here I will give little bit as a introduction. In Sharada, when we write words, we do not connect the characters with the Shirolekha common like we do in Devanagari. We keep the characters very close, but the Shirolekha is independent. So that means all characters stand of their own, but they stand close. I will we will that today, but let us do that. So but before we start our class, I think we have some interesting things which I want to share with the team. We have few students. This is our student from Maharashtra, and a remote place where he is practicing. He also looked at the video. I was very impressed with this particular video mail where he sent that he has made the kalam from this bamboo stick. And even if you see here, the ink, the natural blue ink which he has taken from a berry type of fruit. So and then he has shared us the picture. So this was very interesting. So I thought I will show this to students. Even this was the bamboo stick which he had collected and used the videos, because he was not having that. This was the fruit which he has shared with us. And thanks Vitrad Vaswade is our student. And yeah, this was really impressive. In fact, uh, they his this was his assignment for yesterday. This was also interesting. So we could see that it looks so beautiful when we write with the kalam. So even yesterday we have another student with us whose name is uh, Subramanyam Sundarraman. So even he had also shared few beautiful pictures how to do the kalam even with the normal pen. So he had showed this is the pen made of standard pen. So there are some pictures I can share with the team. So but yes, I think this also was very beautiful done that. So this was interesting. Yeah, this is the column which he had used. In fact, I also use writes very beautiful. It comes with three particular dimensions of the nib, because the nib has to point almost like a, I will have to show you that nib how it points. So if you see here, there's an
Hello, Rakesh ji. We lost your voice.
Hello, Rakesh ji. Oh, some internet connection problem, it seems.
Yes, looks like it. Let us wait for a couple of minutes.
Yes. Hello, Rakesh ji.
Hello, Rakesh ji. He is back
You can
online, but
his voice is not there.
yeah.
Can you hear us, Rakesh ji? No.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now, ji.
Yes. Okay. Okay. No, I
Yeah.
will. I think there is some disconnection in the line. I will just try to connect the hotspot.
Okay.
Just give me 2 minutes.
Sure, sure. No problem.
Soumya ji, am I audible now?
Yes, ji. We can hear you.
Okay.
We can.
Okay. Sorry for that. So okay.
Mm.
Uh, did I complete that Om?
We couldn't even hear the beginning of Om. We were talking about that
Ah.
nib,
Okay.
that it should be correct
Oh.
shape, but
Okay.
then
Okay.
we
Okay.
lost it.
Okay. So sorry for that. So we will start with again the Om. How we have drawn. I will also point some mistakes wherever we have seen in the assignments. I will talk about those also. Mostly was okay. Only thing is that this line has to be aligned. Majority of the students had done correctly, so I don't think there was any mistake here. We'll go to the this is in Devanagari and in Sharda. I will correct it in the next. So we'll draw a. Common mistakes in the A was this U. Sometimes students had put it like this. Sometimes the students have put it like this. Only one correction here was this has to be little bit upwards. No major mistakes what we have found from the assignments. I- So this is a common mistakes here. What students had done on was sometimes like this. This is not correct. Make sure that the above symbol and the symbol below are aligned together. Now we'll draw E. So in this, most of the students were correct. In E, we'll draw U. In Devanagari, in Sharada also, the same. There were few mistakes where students have drawn like this. Try to avoid that. It is little bit very straight angles here. So that was the common mistake. Otherwise, most of the students were right in U. We'll draw now U. Don't have to take my pen out now. I can show it here itself. So U is take a tail here. Same I'll do here. The common mistakes what students had done, that also I will show. So there were few mistakes that the tail was little smaller, like generally we do in Devanagari, the tail it was smaller. Here we just elongate this tail little bit, and it has to also come little up, slightly up. We will draw the re. In Sharda, we draw it. This is re. There was no mistakes. I think most of the students were correct here. Now we will draw also the re. I will extend the same thing. So it's just one more re plus re is re. And here also what we do here, just take one another and then do it here. So this is re in Sharda. So few common mistakes students had drawn. This was okay, but sometimes this was coming out. Don't try to do that. Try to align these two in a common vertical line. But otherwise, students were okay in that. We will draw L. So in Sharda, we will draw a small line on the middle. and then we take an S curve, a uniform S curve. This becomes R. So same, I will draw it here, a small line, then a small horizontal line, and do a uniform S. So this is L. So there we will draw the dirgh L. So that is nothing but one additional here. In Sharada, what we do is we elongate this line a little bit extra, then we draw this, then we draw that, then we take a S, and then we start here and we bring it here. I will draw with a small pen. This is L. Most of the common mistake was the S. Sometimes students had drawn like this, or sometimes it was like this. Don't do that. Try to keep these both S type of curves very similar. Now we will draw A and I. First we'll draw the A. This is A in Devanagari. In Sharada, what we do is here, take a line here and then A. Is this one. This line is too long. I don't think that is not correct. Proportionally, it has to be. This is correct. And when we draw I here in Devanagari, you put this matra, but in Sharda, we have shown it. We just put a horizontal line on this. We just put a horizontal line on it. Few mistakes here. Some students had drawn like this. This is not a corner. This is not a sharp corner. Just take it very slight. It's like a round here and then coming to this particular corner. It has to touch. In fact, there were few marks were like this. So this is not correct. It has to come till this point, till this junction. So this is I. Now we will draw O. This is O. In Sharda, we have drawn Om. It's just without that bindi. This is O. This is O. Now when we draw that Au, here we take an additional here, but in Sharda what we do is I will have to draw that, otherwise it will become confusion. So what we do is I take an elongated line. I just draw a little bit longer line, take from almost from the right, come here, and then here what I do here is like this. So this becomes Au. So if I have to draw that, take a longer line almost from here, come here, you just come here, and then from here you need not to be at the corner. This becomes Au. We will draw So is just a bindi here in Sharda. Similar, because we have drawn a, this will be easy. So we have to just do and a bindi, no difference. That is the same thing. And the bindi. Bindi. No major corrections here, but yes, one common mistakes what I have seen from students was like this. This has to come little down. Here you have to, there were a few corrections where this common things which it was not coming down. So if you see this line and this line, there is a quite bit of difference there. So that you have to take care. We draw ah. So ah is just, if I just remove that bindi here. So I think that will be easy to save the time. So there are two here. The same thing in Sharada. We do this. So this completes the vowels. We will come to the consonants now. First k. So this is k, but in Sharda, how we do it? This is k. So this is k. Few corrections here. What I have seen, the students, they draw this line very small. Try to little bit draw bigger, because we know the next character which we have seen, the ch, it will otherwise get confused with the ch if you don't make it little longer. So be careful on that. Next we will draw kh. So in Sharda what we do is, it's just one horizontal line. Students can watch this video later for practice. That's why I'm just doing it in the flow. So this is kh. These two have to align. I think this was most of the students were correct here. We will draw the g. There's no difference. It is the same thing in Sharda. It has to be a little bit on the middle. Yeah, this line is a little longer. So only that you have to be careful. Otherwise, I think this was most of the students got it right. Then we'll write gh. This is gh. In Sharda, how do we do it? We take a small curve, then we draw like this, and we just do it here. So just a small curve and a W type of thing, and we draw here. That's it. I think few only mistakes were like this, and then students, I think there were some curves here, but try to align this. That was the difference there. Now we'll draw the na. In Sharada, what we do is, and the small, very small triangle here, very small triangle here. So that is na. A very small triangle here. So this becomes Kavarga. Now we will go to Chavarga. This is Ch. In Sharada, how it is written is you draw a line, you make a vertical line, you bring it down, little bit down, and then you come up. This is very important that this, I will draw this first with the pen, draw this line, then you make this round down and you come here. So very, very common mistake what we have seen from students was like this. This is not correct. It has to come slightly down. If you see this line is not correct. It has to, you see there is a gap. This is one, this is another. So there is a gap. There's almost a good difference of between these two. So that students should be careful. We will draw the ch. This is ch in Sharda, just like what we have drawn in K, but we don't take that line down. We just stop here. This becomes ch. Most of the students had done this correct. Other than I will just point out some small mistakes. Uh, some small mistake. This curve has to be similar, means what I mean to this round cannot be like this small and this big. Try to keep it both same. And another common mistake was too long and then bringing it here. This will also not good. If you see the aesthetic also is here not correct. So take care of these two things. Then J, this is Devanagari. How we write in Sharda is you take a line, you take little out from the left side, you make a round, a small curve upside, small, very slight curve, and then J. I will draw with a pen. You come like this, you make like this, small curve, and then this is J. So most of the students had done this correct. I could not find any major mistakes here. Only thing is that yes, one few things what I want to point out is here. Don't try to make these lines too big. Don't try to make these lines too big. Otherwise, everybody was okay with that. Then we will write J. So how we write in Devanagari is take a line. You do this similar one what we have done in that G figure or R or whatever you might have learned till now, and you bring it here. This is not good. You bring it in this fashion because this area I have explained you this particular curve importance of this. So this is J in Sharda. So we will draw with a pen. Here you come from here and then this is J. Now we will take the Nya. So this is Nya. In Sharda, how we write is This is how we write it. Very important point here to know, when we do this curve, don't make it too big. This is not a big diameter. It's like you have to take a small curve and then bring it back. If you see here, it's not like a circular thing. It's like an cubical conical thing here. So that was the common mistakes what we have seen from this student. Now we will go to t tavarga. This is Devanagari t. How we write in Sharada is, you take that line, you bring like you have done in re, similar thing, and a small triangle here, like this, and a very small triangle here. This is t. I could not find any mistakes, apart from there were few things like a bigger one. We will come to that. In fact, this becomes ta when we read matra tomorrow. So be careful. It's a very small uh, triangular type of thing here. So we will do the th. So this is th. In Sharda, what we do is we omit these lines, horizontal and vertical line. It is just a round. I don't have to draw it with pen. I think most of the students were correct in that. We will draw the d now. D. How we write in Sharda is, you take from center, you bring it here, and you stop here. Don't cross that particular line. I will explain that in details. When you come here, then you draw this circle, just stop here. Don't cross this particular line. Don't cross this center line. Just keep it on the right hand side. Otherwise, it becomes b. We have seen that. We will see it again today also. That was the common mistake, and students sometimes try to bring it to the center, which is also not correct. It is on the right hand side of this. So that students should be careful. Otherwise, it was good. Everybody had done right. Now, the this is the in Sharda how we write it. Here, you take a curve, you do this, and this is how we do it. I will draw with the pen. One round. This round is very important. Otherwise, it becomes the, we have seen. So this is how we write the. So few mistakes here which students had done was, it was too much. That was one mistake. Another mistake was what we have seen is here is very small here. This round is very explicit. You should be able to see that. So that becomes the. Now we will come to na. So this is Devanagari. How we write in Sharda is, you take a small curve. This is how it is. I will draw with a pen. Only one mistake what we have seen, students drawing this too big, or another mistake, students taking it like this. This is not correct. This big is not correct. Try to align that straight. Try to align this in a straight line. Otherwise, it was okay. So we will draw the Tavarga now. This is the in Sharda, how we write it, we take here almost on the right hand side of it. This becomes the, I don't bend it upwards, otherwise it will become U. We know that. So if I have to draw with the pen, take from here, take from here. This becomes the, mostly you will also see the just without Shirulekha, like a 3. This is also correct. We have just kept a small Shirulekha. So students should be careful on that. Just try to follow that. We will do the Th now. This is Th. So in Sharda, how we write is, we have seen 3 characters like this. Pa, Sh, and Th. So right now I am drawing the Th. So take this from the center and then it make a Shirulekha. So this becomes Th. Again, I will draw that. Take this line and also do a Shirolekha. So this becomes Th. There was a question if we can do the slanting line in the middle like this. Please avoid that. Generally, it is straight in Sharda. Otherwise, I think students have got this character well. So we will write now the. Oh, I'm writing Sharda now. This is the, how we write in Sharda is, take a small round and then slide bend upward, slide bend when you stop your pen. Before you stop your pen, just try to bend it little slide upwards, not much. First you bend this slightly and then slightly. Students were doing like this, which is not correct. Slide when you, before stopping the pen, just move it little up. So this becomes the. Now we will draw the. I have not drawn it so beautifully, sorry. So this is the, in Sharda how we write it is just a Shirolekha and then a U, that U figure like that. So if I have to draw with the pen, this becomes the. So I do not see any mistakes from students. I think this is very simple. Now we will come to Na. In Devanagari it is like this, but in Sharda it is, just leave it. Don't try to put a bend, don't try to put a round there. Like this, and a straight line. Few students had tried to put a round here, which is not correct. It becomes Devanagari Na. So that we will have to be careful. We will do the Pavarga now. Pa. So this is Pa in Devanagari. In Sharda, we just do similar one, but little bend in the beginning. Rest is all same, but no Shirolekha. No Shirolekha. So this is Pa. Small one, and then take like a U and then come down. This becomes Pa. I think students had got it, but still because of the Devanagari practice, we don't do that initial bend. and do not put the shirulekha. So rest was all fine. We will do the fur now. Fur. In Sharda, how we do it, you do like that, then you bend this like a curve C, then you again bend it and you bring it here. This becomes fur. If I don't take this round, it is her. It is something like in her, but just come bring it back. I will also draw with the pen. This is like this. Try to do a C type of thing and then come here and then bring it here. So this is fur. We will show the burr now. This is burr. In Sharda, what we do is you come like this, then you make a good round and then bring it back here. I will draw with a pen. Don't try to make a small, otherwise it will become r. Come here and then, oh, see, I was trying to make r. That's what happens. So you have to make a big round and then come up a little bit. So this is b in Sharda. So just be careful. Don't draw it small. Otherwise this is r. So we have to be careful to that. We will do the bh now. This is bh, which is sa also in Sharda. We will see that today. But this is bh in Devanagari. In Sharda, what we do is it's like a d only, but when we come here, I just bring it to almost center. You see this line. This is very important. This center and this center. This is very important. So I will just try to draw with the pen. Make a round and this. Very common mistakes. Very common mistake. What we have seen is students trying to draw, just keeping it here. No, don't do that. Pull it still upwards. Don't stop here and don't cross the line also. Don't do like this. This is also not correct. This is not correct. Try to do this particular way. So we will draw the ma. So ma is like a Sharda sh. So this is ma. If I will have to draw in Devanagari, so it is round and then here, this is ma without Shirolekha. I will draw with a pen, round, come up and come down. So this is ma. So yeah, so we will go to Yara level. So this is here, but in Sharda, in fact, some Devanagari also it has like that. We take a sharp curve here, and then we do that, and we take a bend. If I have to draw with a pen, take almost this angle. Sorry, reverse side, this side, and then a little type of belly, and then bring it down. So this is here. Just be careful that do not do like this. Try to keep this straight line. Also, this straight is very important. The sharp is very important here. We will do the r now. So this is r in Devanagari. In Sharda, what we do is just a small triangle. It's not b, it is just a small triangle. If I have to draw with a pen, just a small triangle on the down, which becomes r, like that same triangle what we have drawn in g. So we will draw the l now. So this is L. There is no difference in Sharada also. It is written the same way here and then here. So this is L. So we will draw with a pen. Yeah, I want to point out one common mistake here which students have done is this is what it is. This is what they have done it. Please, this line is important. You have to take one line here. It has to come from the center. There has to be a line below also. So that was I have seen many students. I think it is because of the Devanagari just doing like this. This is not correct. This is correct. So we will show the ver now. So no difference in Sharda also. We write the same word. Now with a pen. I don't think there will be any problem with students. This is very familiar figure, so we can draw that. So this is ver. Now we will go to the Ushma Vyanjana, which is Shishya Saha. So sh, this is sh. In Sharda, how we do it is the ma in Devanagari. Very I will draw with the pen also. Please take care. This sharp curve is very important. This line has to go a little bit down than this. So if you see here, it has to be little still more sharper. Still, I was not right then. It has to be even more sharper for better understanding. This is ma. This is sh. Sorry. So we will draw the sh षटकोण. So in Devanagari, it is this is sh, which is the th in Sharda. Here, what I do similar, but a bend, as I have told you, that bend is important. And then come here, come down. Only thing is that I don't put a Shirolekha. Only difference is that I do not add a Shirolekha in sh, otherwise it will become th. We have seen that. So this is sh. So we will draw the s now. So in Sharda, what we do is small bend, then a straight line, then a very sharp curve, come up, come down, and a short, very short Shirolekha here. So I will draw with a pen, small curve, straight line, very sharp triangle, and then I come up, I come down, and then it's very small Shirolekha. This becomes S. Very common mistake what I have seen students when they draw a curve, then they do like this, then they put a sharp curve. This is not correct. It becomes like a M. This is not bend, it's a straight line. This is straight line. Please see, this is a straight line. So that we have to be careful. So we will draw the her now. So this is her. In Sharda, what we do is this line, then this line, then this line, and little belly, and then bring it up, down, and then curved C. So I will just draw with a pen.
Yeah.
So this line, and then this is the her. This was not correct. This is little bit belly has to
Hmm?
come up. So this is her.
Half an hour. More.
So
But if she is completing an episode, yeah.
Someji, Okay, so this is her. In fact, there are manuscripts where her is even this is her. Little bit. I'll try to draw it much better way. This is also her. Don't worry. Just go with what we have taught. So this is her. We will show the last three ksha, tra, nya, sha, tra, nya. So this is in North India. It is pronounced as kh. It's pronounced as sh also. So both are okay. So this is sh. So in Sharada, what we do it is here, here, and then I draw a sh here. This line has to join. So this is sh. I will draw with the pen also. Then align this sh so that your line is, if you see here, it has to join here. This is sh. I'll draw it again. Like this. Then this is correct way. And then you add a shiruleka. This becomes sh. Only one mistake somewhere people have drawn this too much. Don't do that. Just very short, like we have shown here. Then the tra. So this is tra. So in Sharada, what we do it is, it's like this. Then how we have drawn the ta, and then r. This is tra. So it is like this. Take a line from here. Here. Even it can be drawn without Shirolekha also. Absolutely right. No problem. This is also correct. This is also tra. So we will show the here now. This is here. How we write in Sharada is first we try this. You try to bring it little bit extra down. Then just two lines. I will just draw with a pen. So and then two line. The reason why there is little bit bend in this j than what I have written j, I hope students have understood. If I put a less curve, this j, I will have to bend it. That is the main problem what happens. So there, this is an angle, which is not correct. That is why what I do in order to make it right. So I do like this, I put a little bit extra bend so that this j is not is in a straight line. That is all I do. So this is gear. So with this we completed all these alphabets and Sharda vowels and consonants. If there are, we do not have enough time, but I do not know if we can take some questions, Soumya ji.
Yes, Ji. Only a few questions.
Sure. Yeah.
For a, are both triangles roundish is the question.
For a,
Both triangles, are they round?
yes, they are
As
round. That's correct. Yes, yes, I will draw that. This is round, it's not a triangle. Yes, that's correct. This can be little round, that's not problem, but this round is very important.
yeah. There's one question. I'm not actually sure what it
Oh, I
means.
forgot. I
In
forgot yesterday in our L Varga. Yesterday we learned one another L. L. So
yeah,
yeah, let's draw that. Yeah. How did I forget that today again? So this was L. Yes. Just a D here, and then you make like a D, exactly how you did D, and then oh, that's why I should have put it a little bit up. Yeah, this is correct. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. There is one question. I'm not very sure what it means. In A or E, I'm not sure which. I mean, it says E in English, but I don't know which letter. Should it be two strokes and not one stroke? I actually don't know what it is
Okay.
referring to.
Okay. It is. I will draw both. Then we will see. So
I think it is I.
yeah, it is I. It is a single stroke. It is just one. It
Okay.
is, if I don't put a stroke, it is A, but when I put one line above it, it is I.
Okay.
And in E, there were two dots. That's all we have seen. There are two dots here. So I think the question was about I.
Yeah. Uh, in T, is it a sharp triangle or round?
It's around. T or T?
Ta. I mean, again, I don't know. It says, no, it is T. Devanagari T. Yeah.
Okay. No, it's around. Here it is. It can be sharp triangle also. Okay, I think the question is about this triangle. It can be sharp triangle also, but when you make round, that is more appropriate.
Okay. Somebody says in the Aksharamala, the letter H is missing.
Yeah. Okay, in the picture could be.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, who is correct? You're right. We'll add that.
Uh,
So yesterday, Soumyaji, you have sent the page to students.
yes, it is all. Just a moment, if I can show, because several people are
Yes,
again
please.
asking
Yeah, you
for
can show that.
the
Please.
difference between specific letters. I don't know if you have noticed that the course page, there is something called consonants. There is a differences between closely related letters. So you can see that all the images are here. You can also download. So especially this one, da and bha. Even today, several
Yes.
people have asked for the difference. These images are actually very clear. Similarly, the ba and it's actually
Yes.
very,
Yeah.
very
Can you
well
come down?
done.
Yeah. Yes.
Differences
Yeah.
between all the, and similarly
Yeah.
the t
This is
and
correct. This is Veronica ji
so
has done all this. Yeah, differences. Yeah.
oh, it's a very nice one. So request people to please go through, especially this one. It's very nice. I mean, very clear on what should be the difference. And again, all the consonants and vowels are also here. So I think I added the
Yeah.
other ones, but anyway. They are also, if you click on the link, you will see that the individual images are also here. So you should be able to download all of them. Say the whole of consonants is here. Everything is there.
Yeah.
So request you all to kindly make use of these images. Okay. So,
So there will be some, if you see Soumyaji, the picture what you are showing now, so there may be some differences there. I can see the J is little bit different. So I had already
yeah.
explained when I taught that geo, but just go with what we have taught you. Yeah,
Yes.
even the her.
Yes. Right. So I think that's it. What is a few more questions? Okay, there's one question, general one. Is there any book you can recommend as a follow-up for practicing the Sharada script? Is one.
What we have done, we have made one Aksharmala. There is no book. There is one book which was done by one of our Shastriji in Kashmir. I do not think that will be readily available. But yes, the intention of this learning is that we all will come up with some new ideas. There is not much enough training materials or something available. You will find.
Rakeshji, we can also share the Greason's paper with them, which is the standard
Yes.
format of writing the lipi.
Absolutely. Yeah. We can share that at one point. Yeah, that is correct. But right now, I think they may get confused. Yes, Garrison. I think there are. I think he was a German scholar. He had done very extensive work on many. I think Devanagari also. Soumyaji can add on that his contribution to Devanagari also. So there is a paper from him, and also we have a primer from our team. We tried one primer for, in fact, the small kids. We will send. I will try to send that today to the students.
Sure. So we will upload it in the course page.
Yes. Okay, perfect.
Uh, uh, okay, there are a few more questions, but I think some of them have already been answered during the classes, so we can go
Mhm.
because it's already much beyond
Yes.
11
Yeah.
45. So I request people to go back to the older videos for if you're confused with any letter, everything is available at any time. So please go back and check. So there's just two more questions. Are there numbers in Sharada and will we learn
There are.
them as one?
We
Okay.
will do that. Yes, there are numbers.
Yes, and one more is the usage of kalam mandatory or can we use a normal pen?
No, we can Kalam, we are only telling because students, when we read about the manuscripts, so it's important that when we write ourselves, then we understand the limitations of that and the beautification of that. It is the both. But in a practical aspect, please use pencil or even pens. Also, no problem. Try to avoid ball pen, point pens, because that it does not. You should have little bit friction in your tool what you use. Otherwise, there's no limitations.
Okay. So there's a question, what is the homework for today?
All everything what I draw.
Yeah, right.
Yes,
So I think we can stop here, G. Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.